Alright, hey guys, and welcome back to the Boar Shed. Got another 79 series here. I thought I would show you guys a little bit about what's going to go down in this build. First things first, which we did miss already, is our extension that we've done on the vehicle. So George has chosen to go on with a 300mm chassis extension. This is the JMACX extension in this one, and I'll show you guys a little bit about that right now. Alright, so 300 extended. What we're doing to this one is JMACX 4200 Leaf GVM for this vehicle. Tray and canopy is getting done off-site, but what we are doing is bar work, spotlights, GME UHF antenna. We're going to do a full stereo get up in this, so that's front and rear doors, and our rear wall system that's going to go on the back as well with 10-inch sub. Then we've got a massive floating Kenwood 10.5-inch screen that's going to go on the front, reverse camera as part of that system. Then we are doing a torqued exhaust to match the extension. That way he's going to have some pretty nice sounding V8 noises coming out the back, which will be great. Safari ARMAX system is going in the vehicle as well, so that's Snorkel, clutch and ECU as well. That'll all go into the vehicle. Carbon winch and a bunch of other stuff, so stick around and we're going to show you guys this thing turning into what you see here into something that you are going to be able to take up the Cape and back again. Let's go. Alright, so because I have been doing other things, I just thought we'd run you through where we're at right now, because we have progressed. So, the last time we spoke, it was GVM in, which we'd done. Now, it's basically accessory time, which is bar, lights, winches. I'm doing wiring over here for all of our relays, etc, etc. But what did you do today?
Got the Snorkel in, which is Safari ARMAX system. Got the ECU on. The boys got the Bullbar on. Winch in, obviously, spotlights. UHF. Ryan's finished off all the sound system stuff inside, so the back wall's pretty much done. All the amps, the sub, and then all the speakers. And then basically tomorrow, hopefully we'll get a fuel tank in, which is an extra 110 litre one, an exhaust, and then pretty much we'll have this thing done, I reckon. So.
And the roof rack.
Oh yeah. The roof rack. There's lights up there, road vision lights, rhino rack. And that's pretty much it.
That is pretty much it. So then
his lunch.
It's basically wire that, and then we're going to test it all. So, steps and rails.
Yeah, steps and rails. We got
for the bar work.
Off-road animal steps and rails. So.
Yeah, so that'll be cool. Other than that, that's where we're at the moment. So we'll keep you posted with progress and what comes next. So here we go. Welcome back, guys, to Jorge's 79 series cruiser. This is the end result. As you can see, we are done, we're dusted. So let's run through the whole build as we do. And I'm going to show you guys what went on the vehicle and how everything's going to work together as a build for Jorge. So let's check it out. Starting at the front, off-road animal bar work. Jorge has gone the whole hog with the off-road animal gear. So the Toro bar, then the rails as well, and we've got the steps from Off-Road Animal as well, tying in all of the bar work to match the bull bar. On the bar, we're running the Road Vision spotties as well, 9-inch spotlights from those guys. Cool little feature about these is the DRL, that's in the center of the light, which we normally hook up to ignition, so vehicle running, lights are on. Great little daytime running light type feature. And then in the bar, we are running the carbon off-road 12,000 pound winch as well with their hook. And we have done our hideaway setup with the control box as well. One little thing to note though, what we have done for Jorge is black out the bash plate. Bash plates do come in a grey finish factory from Off-Road Animal. GME XRS and antenna, we do have the dual whip set up for this, so the 2.1 and the 6.1 dB antennas that come in the kit from ourselves. Units tucked away up behind the glove box as well, with everything in the handpiece on the new XRSs. They make them very, very versatile. That way you don't have to have a unit on the dash anymore. It's very old school nowadays to have that. So that's what Jorge has opted for with his build as well. Staying at the front of the vehicle, Road Vision light bar to top off the Rhino rack system on top. We are running some Road Vision side lights as well, both switched inside as so. That way, camping, or I found even forward driving late at night, if you get stuck, having light out the side in front of you, it kind of makes it very, very easy to drive, especially if you get stuck in a sticky situation when the sun goes down. Safari ARMAX Snorkel has gone on, and we have done the full Safari suite on this vehicle. So Snorkel, ARMAX ECU and the ARMAX clutch, that has gone into this system for Jorge. Great thing about the ECUs is Safari does give you a great warranty with their product as well. Combining them with this whole package, the whole thing's covered by those guys. Really, really good backup and warranty system with that. Okay, so Jorge has done a stretch with his vehicle. So when it came to us, it was a 4,200 kilogram GVM setup from JMACX, maintaining the leaf system, which pretty much entails new leaf packs, shocks, We do a replacement diff housing in the rear to obviously correct that track correction. Full floating axle replacement as well with that, guys. Caster corrected arms in the front for the 2-inch setup, and we've done a steering dampener for him also. He has opted for a 3.5-inch DPF torqued exhaust with this setup due to the 300 extension. You can either extend your factory one or go with what George has done and simply do the upgrade to a better system. With this extension, and what George has opted for is a Brown Davis auxiliary tank as well. So rather than do the upgrade in the rear, which is still possible, George has gone for that tank. Now the great thing about that tank in the extended vehicles on your Leafs is that you gain an extra 140 litres. So 135 from factory in the rear, 140, which the tank pretty much sits, one part of it sits in this part of the vehicle, and then the rest actually goes up the side of the vehicle, underbody obviously, pretty much to about here, almost at the back of the gearbox. What that's giving you is full versatility of 2 different tanks at the time. Inside, included in the kit, is a gauge for the auxiliary tank and a switch to obviously switch between auxiliary and main. Included in the system from Brown Davis is a 6-port valve. So that is doing the switching between your main tank and your front tank. That way, if you want to get rid of all the fuel in your rear tank first, you can kind of maintain your weight distribution in the vehicle a little bit better. For towing, George has opted for Hayman Reese X-Bar, very, very popular on the 70 series that we're finding at the moment. Fantastic bar, got it on my 70, does everything you need it to do, and the included recovery points are a plus, that's for sure. We have done airbags for George as well, just as an assist, so that's what you might be seeing here is our left and right air up valves there for George when he needs to do that. So once we completed everything that we needed to do here in-house at BAW, George did organise with Norweld to obviously get his tray and canopy package done by those guys. So we shipped it over to their facility, and those guys put the system on the rear of the vehicle for him. Another fantastic setup by them. To kind of cap off the GVM ROH Assaults, and they are wrapped in a Toyo RT Open Country. Very popular tyre. This is their hybrid, kind of mixed between their all-terrain and their mud terrain. So if you're kind of looking for that aggressive type all-terrain, I suppose, you could kind of look into something like this. But very, very good tyre, very popular lately, and it's been doing wonders for a lot of our customers. This is in a 285 70/17 also, but that is the ROH Assault. That is one thing you do have to consider, guys. If you were doing a GVM system with us via a JMACX fit out, you need to have load rated rims and tyres because our rear axle load rating is quite high. All right, so that's kind of the exterior of the vehicle. How about we head inside and see what George has done in there? Okay, so welcome to George's interior. Not too much crazy stuff going on in here, but George has done a full stereo upgrade in his vehicle. So Department of Interior door pods, which means 6.5 splits in the front. So we do our woofer in the door, and then I do a tweeter where the original 4-inch speakers used to be in behind the grills here. Then we do have pods in the rear seats, and in a second I'll take you guys to show you the behind seat system. So full 10-inch sub, all the amps on the back wall there. We'll have a look at that in a minute. But in the cab, we've got our GME handpiece as well, pass-through switch. So if you are using it, you can literally plug it straight into that. Everything will come up on the handpiece. These are mountable, and we do give that to our customers, so that can be mounted. Red Arc Tow Pro has been fitted as well, guys. As you would have seen, the tow bar on the rear, and this is the gauge and switching for the auxiliary tank that I was talking about that comes with the Brown Davis system. Very, very handy, obviously keeping an eye on your fuel level, but it's neat, it looks nice, it kind of fits in with the dash of the vehicle. Kenwood head unit, it's been upgraded also. This is the flush mount variant that suits the 200mm Toyota dash as well. Very popular for 70s, even any of your Camrys, earlier 2020, 2021 GXL 200 series as well with the old school head unit. We fit a lot of those to those particular types of setups. And then we get rid of the good old cigarette lighter and we put a dual USB where that is. These dual USBs connect directly to the head unit to not only transfer data and music, but charge your phone at the same time. Just to finish our driver's side of the dash, we are running all of our switching for Jorge's lighting as well. So left and right light bars for our roof racks, and then we've got our spotlights and our front LED light bar all here ready for him on the driver's side. So welcome to rear wall setup for Jorge. Department of Interior does a nice rear wall system for the 70 series cruisers, a nice top cover to obviously cover up all of the back wall that is exposed. Then our rear wall system here is pretty much housing everything, so a 10-inch sub, and then I run all of our amps up on the back wall. I like to try and keep them off the floor if I can. And then obviously maintaining your factory accessories as well, which is a plus. So you don't really have to find a different space for them. So focal amp for the sub, and then we're running a smaller focal amp for our speaker system as well. That way he's getting optimal sound. Great thing about this top cover is that it's not just there for looks, it does act as a bit of a press on the top of the system to then hold that in, and then our bottom system is screwed to the floor, and then this is bolted into the top, as you can see. But really tidy setup from those guys. This is pretty much the only system that I use for the rear wall setups in the 70s. Got the same in mine, absolutely love it. It's neat, it's tidy, everything has a place. So many different options as well, guys, so if you are looking for something like that, email us, call us, and we can run you through it. Well, that's it, guys, for Jorge's 79 series. Hope you guys enjoyed the build. Make sure you give us a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, that way you don't miss out on any new episodes that might be coming up, and we will hopefully see you guys in the next build video. Thank you very much for watching. See you later.
Can you just like shout like you would normally be? What level?
Yeah.
Actually, I might say that sounded all right. Okay, cool. Hey guys, and welcome back to BAW Shed. Got another 79 series here. Oi! Oi! Oi, you dogs! Shut the f up. Just shh. Shh. Alright, you ready? We're gonna do it again.
G'day guys, Brent here. Shut up.